Sorry, my bad. Already, look at that, man. It's already going off, man. Sorry about that, people. What I was just saying is, people haven't been getting their notifications on the channel. So apparently, people are sending me emails or sending me messages saying we don't get notifications, so we're always late to live shows. So what I would recommend is you guys put the notifications on now, people. So hit the notification bell right now, and then you won't miss a show. So we're gonna get the calling show out there to everybody. You could have your say. I'm gonna put it in the pin chat. You already know what to do. Camera on, good audio, good Wi-Fi, and then we're just gonna do a calling show. You know what I mean? As many people as we can. If we can get as many people as we can, we'll get people on. That's the main part of the show. So I'm gonna put it in the comments right now. 1 second. And there we are. Pinned in the chat. The name of the game is we're talking about transfers. January transfer window is coming around the corner. So we want to know what's your signings. Who do you want to buy in January? Who would you be your ideal signing in January? That's what we want to know, people. So get the calls in and make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And yeah, man, just get your calls in. And we can find out who you want for January transfer window. Right there, people. Oh, that's not the right link. That's not the right link. Flipping hell, people. We're having a nightmare today. Wrong link. Put the wrong link out there. 1 second, people. We're having a nightmare today. 1 second. It's what happens in it when you've had a busy day. 1 second, people. My bad. There's even a StreamYard link. I'm telling you. 1 second. Right, let me put it in now. We're having a mare today. We're having a mare today. Right, cool. There you go. There's a StreamYard link, people. StreamYard link is right there. Is that a mad one? Yo, I'm on a mad one today. But there it is, people. There it is. It's right there. Hit that. It's pinned on the chat as well. So you might can call in now. Let me just pin it right now. There we go. Right, it's pinned. Come and call in now. Come and get your calls in. Make sure you get to put your face on if you can, please. So we can get your faces on. It'd be better if you could. And then yeah, we're gonna go from there. Right, then we have Kida Shaw. What are you telling me, bro? Wow, what a bright.
Oh, so up to you, Warren. Hi, how
Yes,
are
bro. What
you?
are you telling me? You good?
Yeah. Sorry, because I'm just setting up the camera. Sorry if I look a bit lighty.
No, it's all right, man.
So
It's all right. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you? Hope everything
Yeah,
fine.
not too
Family
bad,
well.
man. Not too bad. All good.
Alhamdulillah.
That's it. Alhamdulillah. We're just talking about transfers. Who would you be your top signing in the transfer window? Obviously, January is always difficult to buy many players, but who would you bring in?
Well, Labti, first of all, as someone who lives not in England, because if you remember, like once when you started the shows, I came up to you and told you that I watch you from Abu Dhabi,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
and
yeah,
basically everyone here supports different teams in
yeah,
terms of European leagues. So it's not only the Premier League. So I have like knowledge about the other league. I keep up, try to watch, catch up. So there are some players who are gonna run out of their contracts. Like for example, Frank Kissé. Like I'm gonna talk to you as if I'm Man United and
yeah,
I'm gonna act smart,
yeah,
not just buy players quickly. No,
yeah,
like try to prepare. Like for example, you got Frank Kissé. He's not signing up his contract. He is
yeah,
still negotiating. You got someone like because he is someone we need because we need the number six because
yeah,
Fred and McTominay are good enough. You got someone else like Dusan Vlahovic. He doesn't
yeah,
have too much time in his contract also. because like Cavani's 36, 34. Ronaldo's not gonna be too long. Martial is gonna leave, so we need like to set up a new striker. But mainly we need to solve this midfield issue because it's a
Yeah,
big problem.
absolutely. That's the main
I
thing is I
watched
was going to say.
because I watched the Norwich game and wallahi abti, I'm not gonna lie, like I was so angry because I was excited,
Mm.
but I was disappointed with this Badri performance.
Mm.
So we need to
What
solve
midfielder
that.
would you want? What midfielder would you want in this in the January? Kesse, you thinking?
Like yeah, because he's already gonna be 6 months left, so we need to give like Milan any like not too much because if you need him ASAP, so we don't have to pay more money, if you know
Yeah.
what I mean. Like for example, like 10, 15, 20 million if you are
Mm.
generous, because Milan need the money because everyone else like other than the Premier League is having financial issues.
Mm.
So let's say prioritize the midfield and
Mm.
hopefully try to seek some other opportunities. Like I told you, like people who's gonna run out their contracts. Like there, even Osman Dembele, for example, he's gonna run out of contract, and
Mm.
he's not accepting any offers at the moment. That's the
Mm.
only people who come on my mind. Like I told you, like just Frankie say and Dusan Vlahovic. That's it.
Mm. Okay, brilliant. Kid Ashore, appreciate it, Bilal, and thanks
Thank
for
you.
coming on.
Thank you. Take care.
You too, man. Take care, man. Take it easy. Big up to Kid Ashore for the first chat. Brush, are you there, Brush? Yep, there we have Brush, man, like popcorn in the building. Popcorn.
What are you
What
telling me, Saeed?
I'm good. What are you saying? What are you saying? Everything good, yeah?
Yeah, everything's blessed, bro.
Come on, come on. We're just talking about January transfers. Who would you be your key sign if I'm Man United to go get in January?
Yeah, like the brother that just come on before, bro. I think midfield is what needs addressing in it.
Mm.
I think everyone's tired of this McTominay thing, and we're just sort of stuck in the McFred because there's no other alternatives really in it. So, I've heard links to Haidara
Yeah, good player
from
That's the name of it.
Red Bull Leipzig,
Yeah.
and I hear he's got a release clause of around 23 million.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, apparently so. So I think that's very reasonable. So I would look into getting him, and then Frank Kessie. I know his contract's running down, so either make an offer in Jan or offer him a pre-contract for the summer.
Mm. Okay. Fair
So
enough.
that would be the two key things that I like to look at, especially because I think Pogba's gone, bro.
Yeah, true. I think for me, I think even if it's that Martial, I think damage has been done. They just want a new chapter, new.
You know what? I'm really annoyed about the Martial thing, because under this system, bro, with the pressing and style and stuff,
Yeah.
I was actually really intrigued to see what Martial and Cavani could do.
Mm. Yeah, true.
And
True.
I mean, it was last chance saloon for Martial anyway, but yeah, it kind of upset me that that he come out and said this now instead of at least giving it a month and seeing where he fits in.
Mm.
Like
Yeah.
his close control, bro, and the things that his overall game as well. It would have been really interesting to see what he could do next to Ronaldo.
That's true, but I think he's almost thinking, why do I have to prove myself to Kieran McKenna as well? Because Kieran McKenna's there, and he's thinking, yo, man, you were there when Ollie was there, not giving me chances. So
yeah, and
really.
sometimes you know what it is. It's one of those things where people just need a change in it, bro. It's been like 6 years. It's been
true.
6, 7 years.
New start, new me in it. So is that
So it might be one of those ones, bro.
No one else is. Do you think one player, Champions League as well? Champions League as well. We got as well. Do you not think maybe another kind of a player in that number 10 role? Maybe in the 2 10s, or you think we're all good there?
We could definitely do with someone, but I think that kind of thing probably to the summer, innit? So, because one matters another one, he's out the door. He probably should have gone last summer, to be honest.
True. Okay. Fair enough. Then
Matic as well is another one he's getting on. So it's that midfield, bro. We're just short.
Which player is that?
And then one other thing I'd like as well, but I mean, this is probably wishful thinking on my part, but in the summer, we have to be in the conversation for Haaland, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
If we're a serious club with ambitions, we have to be there. And I'm not trying to hear this nonsense about, I don't want to deal with Raiola. In life and in business, you have to deal with people you don't like, innit?
Yep. Facts.
Yeah.
True.
So Cavani's gone, Martial's gone. Ronaldo's 37 in Feb. Like,
Yeah.
what are we doing? So, you know,
Exactly.
we need to be in the mix for Haaland, man. Especially because we've
Absolutely.
got Jaden as well. We need Jaden to play agent.
Mm. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. I see that, man. I see that. Big up to you, Brush, for coming on. I appreciate you calling.
Safe, bro. I'll be in
Keep
the
it
comments
easy.
and that, checking you out.
Yeah,
Take
man.
care.
Come on, bro. Love, but appreciate all the time, bro. Come on, bro. Love, love. Big up to Brush in the building. Always a pleasure. You get me? Always leaving them popcorn messages on there. So big up to Brush for coming on. We got DJ Paul 103 703 actually. Big up, bro. What are you saying? You good?
Yeah, man. What's going on, man? I'm doing all right. Um, yeah, man. So for the January transfer window, I feel like we probably should be looking at we should look at Haidara. Someone already mentioned Haidara.
Yeah.
I think Conrad Lamer might be another option as well. But we just need like midfielders. Like everyone has said, pretty much midfielders are like important right now.
Yeah.
For our team. In the summer, then I think we can start looking at potential reinforcements, maybe up front, at the back as well. I think we would eventually need a right back, whether it be in the January transfer window. We would need a backup right back, not saying
Oh,
that
okay.
it's not good enough. Backup right back.
If it one Bissaka is done then.
I think his time is finished. I do think. I think he'd be if I think he could even be moved on in the January transfer window the way it's going, because I don't see any way back for him in this team at all with the way we want to play, the intensity, the fullbacks pushing on. He just can't really cope with that. He copes with teams that sit back. We don't want to play that type of football anymore. So I feel like in the long run, we would need that sort of player. But I think for right now, Haidara, Lamer, people talked about Kessie, that could be an option as well. But we maybe even a Chouameni. I don't know if it's even possible, something like that. But just we need midfielders though. That's really what we need. So yeah.
I think the Haidara one for me would be a key signing, you know what I mean? But apparently, I don't know if he would be Champions League tied. Would it be wise to get a player who's not Champions League tied? Say like Shumeni, who's played in the Europa League. I think has it been the Europa League? Yeah,
I'm not. I think so. I'm not sure, but I mean, Haidara. I don't know if Haidara. I know Leipzig are out of the Champions League right now, so.
Let us know in the comments. Would he be Champions League tied? Would he be allowed to play in the Champions League? Because we'd rather have ideally a player who can play
exactly.
help us out in there. You know what I mean? That would be massive. But yeah, I think that's the key thing. We just need to kind of bolster that midfield. I think, and maybe we could get a good chance for the rest of the season. But yeah, it is what it is. But
exactly.
DJ Paul, I appreciate you calling, bro. Always love, man.
All right, bro. You too.
Love, bro. Love. Big up to you. We got Hisham. Hisham, your camera. I don't know what's Hisham. Can you
man.
Your camera's all blurry.
I'm on my freaking 4G. Can you hear me? Can you see me here?
No.
No. Oh shit. You can hear me though, yeah?
Yeah. Come back and then sort it out, and I'll come back to you next.
Mate, I don't know whether it will. No, I'll see it anyway. What, do you want me to leave? Yeah.
No, I'll literally put you back in as long as you sort it out. If not,
if not, never mind. Then I'll just speak to you another time. Because I'm on my way back from work, bro. But never mind.
Yeah. Go for it. Go for it. Go for it.
Yeah. Okay, mate. Basically, in terms of signings, I reckon we definitely need, like all your guys have been mentioning, we need midfield. We need defensive midfield cover. In terms of, I would say right back, it's not really important, I would say, at the moment. But in terms of like midfielders to come in January, I don't think we're going to be spending big in January. We never do. I'll be surprised even if we do sign maybe even like one player in January, to be honest with you. I reckon if we definitely need to get sorted that defensive midfield. We don't know who's going to be leaving, obviously. We don't know, obviously, Donny might be going. We don't know whether 100% he is going to be going or not. But I'll say you mentioned that Haidara. I wouldn't mind that Duamini, from Monaco.
Yeah.
Obviously you got the likes of like Declan Rice. He'll be perfect.
But that'll be a kind of thing, I think, if it was to happen.
Yeah, with like Declan Rice. The thing is, though, we're gonna get our pants pulled right down by West Ham. Either way, they're gonna want almost close to 100 million. Even now, I reckon they're gonna want loads of money from us. I reckon we need to be a bit more logical with the way that we go at transfers now, because obviously, as you've been mentioning, loads of people have been mentioning the way Ollie used to do things. He used to just think, let's just go buy a British player, and that sorts it out. Obviously, we've had our pants pulled down by Leicester, 80 mil. We've had our pants pulled down by Crystal Palace, 50 mil. We need to start discovering and being a bit more thoughtful, thinking outside the box a little bit. Looking at go to Europe, go to Holland, go to Belgium, go to France. Go to these places, go and look at some decent players. We can get them. But I know with our scouts have just been sloppy and lazy, and just not really looking into these players and getting some decent, underground players that no one really talks about, but I've got like potential, basically, mad potential. We just need to change our strategy in the way that we look at recruitment, because at the moment it's just like obvious. It's like obvious signings, and we're just spending loads of money. I'm just hoping just now. I reckon Radnick, obviously, smart guy. He's been there, been around the block. He knows signings. He's got contacts. He's got the Leipzig thing. He can go to like Germany, go to Austria, all these places, and pick up decent players. We definitely, in terms of like what we need to do, there's a lot of work that needs to be carried out, because if you think about it, also, we've got a lot of players that are looking to leave. You got lots of Donny, you got Cavani, you got Pogba, you got now Martial. We need to get rid of probably the likes of Matic and Mata as well. You've got, if we're a bit more savvy, someone like, for example, Dean Henderson, if we can sell him, but I don't know, have like a buyback clause, so that if, for example, anything happened with De Gea, we can have first option on him coming back to Man United, which I'm sure he'd love to. I'm just worried about it also. I know I'm going off on other things, but if you think about it with Radnick, he's meant to be doing this consultancy role, isn't he?
Yeah.
The thing is with that, do you trust the likes of Woodward actually listening to him?
Never.
You see what I mean? Like, I'm not 100% convinced. Even if he suggested we do a certain thing, do I trust the board to actually listen to him and go, yeah, that's a good idea? Or they'll probably be like, you know what? Yeah, that's a good idea, but that's not really what we want to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think that is so. I just don't trust them. They're shady, bro. They're shady, and I just reckon. I don't know, man. I reckon we just need, bro. We need to get these Glazers out. But I know at the moment it's one step at a time. But
one step at a time.
I just think like. Sorry, go on.
One step at a time. That's what we have to do.
Yeah, I know, but I just think like in terms of we can't moan too much. We've got Ollie out. I know you were Ollie out from very, very, very early, bro. I remember the one clip of you when you were is it Newcastle, wasn't it? You went off on a tangent, bro. And I remember that. But I mean, like, I wasn't that early out. I was quite happy to give him time. But last season, I think it was when we got beat by Leipzig, I was like thinking, nah. Yeah. Enough for this guy now. Yeah. We need to go in a different. He was very basic. He was limited, wasn't he? But I mean, like, we got Radnick in now. I'm just hoping he can get some change out of these players, man. Yeah. But
We'll hope so. But Hisham, I appreciate you calling, bro. I'm just gonna get the calls in.
Yeah, no worries, bro. I'll come sit down, okay, bro? You take it easy.
Take it easy, bro. Take it easy. Big up to Hisham for coming on. Next caller, Hanzo. Have you got your camera on, Hanzo? Unless I'll go to Malcolm. Malcolm, you're next, brother. Malcolm, what you saying, brother? You good?
It was good.
What is happening though? You good?
Yeah, man. Always.
We're just talking about transfers. What's your transfer? How many do you want in January, by the way? Just before I ask you what you want. How many do you want in January?
I'm not gonna lie. I mean, the squad that we have right now, I wouldn't say there's much that we should get.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you got someone in, I mean, I'll be totally happy. I do love the likes of us looking at Hamadou Aidara, because I feel like these are the kind of players that we should be looking at. Players that are fresh and players that just that can players that can fit this kind of football that is being played in this in this era. And so I do like that we're looking at this sort of players, especially now that the kind of managers that we're having like Rangnick. He
Yeah.
knows the kind of players that will suit his system.
And he managed him as well. He managed
Absolutely, yeah, exactly. So I mean, if you bought him in, that would be absolutely amazing. Um, what I would say is that I think we do need a defensive midfielder, a prolific defensive midfielder. I think like McTominay and Fred just isn't working out.
Yeah.
I think we need someone like a. I've been saying Ndidi, but I don't know if he would be.
No, I don't think he'll be available.
Yeah, he wouldn't be. Yeah, he wouldn't be available.
Might have to be a summer thing, that one.
If you got someone in like a, I don't know if let's see who would be. I'm trying to think of a very good defensive midfielder that would come in, but anyways, like defensive midfielder, we need that ASAP, because I think we need someone that can just hold the ball, just sit there and I mean, dictate, help in attack as well, but also help in defense, and then maybe a center back. I mean, we do have a run, but I think with the sort of center backs that we have right now, I think he's gonna be a liability. Like, I think like Maguire, I've lost patience with him. I think he's just really bad. Like every time I see him with Varane, he's just a a bad case. Like every time he works out against Varane looks silly. He's he's just making mistakes. He's making Varane look bad. You know what I mean? So I mean, I've been saying we should play Bailly, but I don't know. Bailly, like whenever he plays, he looks good, but he's always injured. So I think we need a fresh center back.
You don't know what's happening with Lindelof as well.
Lindelof
heart problems as well.
Lindelof is a squad player at best, and that's on me. Like, I'm being totally honest. He's a squad player at best, and I'm trying. If you got in someone like I don't know, maybe I don't know. Probably I would, if we're gonna get a center back, I'll leave that to Rangnick, because I think Rangnick knows what kind of players should sell. So a defensive midfielder and a center back, I'll leave those to Rangnick. I'm not gonna even if I were to make suggestions, I'm just, at the end of the day, I'm just a fan who's
just a fan. Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly. But I'm 100% fully on Rangnick. Kunde is the wait. There was someone just mentioned Kunde. I don't know if
Kunde. Yeah,
Kunde, that's a good one. Kunde. I'm a very big fan of Kunde. The stuff he did at Sevilla was absolutely exceptional. Had a good season at Sevilla. Won the Europa League. And so yes, if you bought him in, I think we're set. Him and Varane, I think will do a job. So yeah, so a centre back and a defensive midfielder is what we need.
Absolutely.
I think we're all set in attack, and
big up, Malcolm. I appreciate you calling.
Absolutely.
Love
Absolutely.
for coming on as always, bro. Big up to you, man. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Big up to you. Big up to Akash Sharif. He says, if Ragnick is so good, then he should sign Nketiah and make him world class. Then you can say shush to the rivals with chess. Listen, if he even dared, you know what I mean, to go and get Nketiah, mate, I don't know, but we'd have to have a big chat. Big up to Malcolm Cleeser. Big up to you, bro. We have football eye test. Big up to you. What you say?
Big up, bro. How you doing?
Yeah, not too bad, man. Not too bad. We're just talking about transfers.
Yeah.
A lot of people putting in Kunde. I think Kunde and Varane would be a good one.
I can't lie. I disagreed with that last guy. I don't know why he said Lindelof is a squad player. He's been our best centre back this season.
Yeah, you know what?
He's been our best centre back this season. Like
it's been impressive. It's been impressive.
Bro, Lindelof, you know what it is with Lindelof?
Has he had a bad game this season? Do you think so?
Lindelof.
In terms of maybe the 5-0 one, it was a collective.
Yeah.
You know, collectively they were bad.
But bro, like, Lindelof is underrated, by the way. I don't understand this hate that he gets, by the way. Like, he's good on the ball. He reads the game quite well. I know he's not physically strong, but he's been way better than Maguire this season. Lindelof is for me, I think is
everyone's been better than Maguire this season. Maguire's been the worst out of all.
Yeah, for me, Lindelof, like this. People might like not agree with me when I say this, but there's a lot of players I would sell before Pogba and before Martial, because I personally think, there are one of our best players in the team. I think Pogba is our best midfielder. Martial is one of our most important attackers. So for me, if we get rid of Pogba, Donny, and Martial, like, unless we get some decent people coming in, like, I don't see this club going forward at the end, because like they're important, innit? Like for me, if Ragnick is going to play this 4-2-2, I would 100% play Pogba in the 10 because he's our best player in that position. For me personally, I would splash the cash all on whatever they want on Frankie de Jong and get him straight away. That's what I
want him as well. But he's on a hefty wage, man. He's on 440.
For me, I'd pay him regardless.
That means you'd have to maybe sell Pogba then, surely.
But the thing is with Pogba, he won't go for that's true. But for me, you know what it is, by the way, in January, like it's not going to happen. But for me, I'd actually sell players like Luke Shaw, I'd sell McTominay, and I'd sell Rashford. That's what I would do.
You'd sell Shaw as well.
Yeah, I think Luke Shaw's a bum.
Wow.
I don't rate Luke Shaw at all. At all. Yeah. I don't think he's good. I'd sell
Luke Shaw, McTominay, who else you see?
I'd sell Luke Shaw, Wan-Bissaka, Maguire, and Rashford.
Wow. Rashford as well.
Yeah.
He's in the whole team here.
Nah. For me, Rashford, he's not it for me. He's not it. I think he's massively overrated. Because you see it with Rashford, by the way. For me, this guy, he already looks like he's lost a yard of pace. He was heavily reliant on his pace. Now he's lost it. He can't really do anything. He's awful back to goal. His all-round game's not the best. For me, mate, sell Rashford and keep Martial if that's the case for me. And that's what I would do. Unless
who buying in January? Obviously, we're trying to focus on incomings. Let's hope we don't lose. Because if you think about it, if you want to lose players, you rather lose them in the summer. So at least then you got more time to prepare. But who should we get? A lot of people saying Haidara. What would you reckon we need in January? What would you say?
I've seen Haidara. Like obviously, I've seen a few games of not games. I've seen the highlights of Haidara. Haidara seems like a good player in Ragnick's system. He seems like a Fred, but who's more composed on the ball, maybe. So for me, Haidara, that's what he seems to me. Because for me, Fred's been one of our best players as well in that midfield. So if he's going to partner Fred, then I'm fine for it. Getting Haidara. But for me, like I said, I would love Frankie de Jong. I think he's top 5 midfielders in the world. I know we struggle against Barcelona, but I'd get players like Frankie de Jong. Haidara is a good shout as well. I'd even get Tielemans from Leicester. He's a baller. So I'd get players like them, man. Like, but then again, Leicester will probably try and sell him for like 200 mil in it, like the way they've become. So
true. No, 100%, man. So you just say Haidara, that's it.
I'd say Haidara and Frankie de Jong. Get them 2 players in.
That's gonna be a lot, mate. Especially in the January transfer window. But we'll see. You know, Martin's there to be climbed, like Ollie said, man. Martin is there to be climbed, man. But big up to you coming on, bro. Football Eye. You got a channel or anything, or?
Yeah, I've got a channel. Yeah. I've not been uploading much, but I've just started in it. So yeah.
Football Eye Test. Make sure you go follow him and subscribe to him. Big up to you, bro. Love. Take it easy. Football Eye Test there. Make sure you subscribe to his channel. Let's see who we got on next. We have Silvino Kenya. What are you telling me, bro? You're on mute, brother. You're on mute. If you want to just press the mute off.
How are you, Saeed? How are you, man?
Yeah, man, not bad, bro. Not bad. We're just talking about transfers.
Yeah, I heard guys talking about transfers. By the
Yeah.
way, I love your show. I've been watching you since, since the United stand. I'm a very big fan of you, and I really love your show.
Big up.
So,
Appreciate it.
and I heard people talking about transfers, but for me personally, what I think is we don't really need to buy anyone, because we needed to buy a CDM before, because we were under Oli, and Oli had a different structure. But if you look at Ragnick, he's playing 4-2-2-2. The only person we need back in the team is Pogba. Back in the team. We need to convince Pogba to stay so that he can be the one, because what we're doing now, we're playing a different kind of football. Because before, we need a CDM that could move the ball. Because we had we had like 4-2-3-1, where we had two sitting, one had to move the ball. But now we're playing 4-2-2-2, and we're pressing high. So we don't really need a CDM to protect the defense anymore, because we're high up the pitch.
Yeah.
So if you ask me, we don't really need anyone. We just need the new coach that needs to find the right set of players that can work together. And for me, if you ask me, we need to bring out McTominay, bring Pogba back in, and we keep the same formation. But the thing is, we need Sancho on the right so that he can stretch the attacking. Because what's happening, we're playing too narrow and we're losing Sancho. So what we need to do, we need to play high up the pitch so we can stretch.
Does that mean you want the formation to change, or?
The formation can stay the same. He plays 4-2-2. But what happens is we need to give Sancho more space. He needs to be allowed the freedom to move away, like to just stretch the game, because he's faster, And on the left, if you ask me, on the left side of the pitch, we can keep we can play as Ronaldo used to play before. Up front. With even sometimes, we can try new stuff. The thing is, what I want with the new manager, what I want with this new manager, Ragnick, I know he's an interim manager, he won't be staying with us for long. What I really want him to do, I want to see what he can achieve with these players, because really good managers can do something with a set of players.
Yeah.
So if he can really come up with a plan and he can get these players playing again, then of course we can look at, okay, how can you move them a step higher? How can you move to the next level? That's in now bring more professional players, bring in more better players in the team. But if you ask me, we don't really need a player in that team. We don't really need another player right now, because the way we play is different. The only problem we have right now is up front, because the players up front cannot press that high.
Yeah.
But it's all to do with, for 3 years, these people have been playing freestyle football. You said it yourself. Everybody said it. They've been playing freestyle football. They need to get into that feeling. They need to get to that emotion of them playing football again with that kind of energy. And it's going to take time. I see the fans. We fans, as United fans, I feel like we're really spoiled as fans. Yeah. And we really need to accept the fact that the old days are gone. We need to accept the new future. This is how things work. We need to start building. We need to give Ragnick some time. And I feel actually he shouldn't have only 6 months. I feel like if he can prove that he can work with this set of players that he has, because if you ask me, we have world-class players from every set of the pitch. If you go through our defense, we have Varane. If you go into a midfield, we have Pogba. If you go to the front, we have Ronaldo. We have world-class players every set of the pitch. If you ask me, we're set. We just need someone who knows what they're doing. And I think Ragnick will figure this out. I think he's going to figure this out. And if you ask me, even more, that we need to give him more time. I think 6 months is too short. I think it's political. They're just telling us so that to watch how the fans are going to react and how he's going to do, so that if something happens, Glazers are smart. They're really good at this, playing with the fans and keeping us at bay, so that they always deflect us to a different direction, so that we don't go back to them. So what they're doing now, they're just playing a man game. They always let us go off on each other or go on the manager and forget the whole picture about the game. But if you ask me, we have to let Ragnick work with this set of players and see what he can do with these players. If they say, look, I've not watched him before, but the media speaks highly of him. Everybody speaks highly of him. And if you ask me, I think if everyone is saying, even the top coaches are saying that he's really skilled, he's really good at what he's doing, and I think he can get the best out of this. You can see he's already impatient. You can see he doesn't like the way we're playing already. So I'm really glad, and I think if you ask me, if I was the manager as a United fan, I do not think we need to go for any player this summer. I think
You're
we
happy
should
with what
stick
we
with
got.
players.
Fair enough.
And yeah, Ragnick should just go for it and just find a way to work with his players. Any great manager will find. And then later in the summer, if they change the manager, for me, I think he should stay and still fix, because I think we have a problem downstairs, not just upstairs. Yeah, we have a problem upstairs. We've all known it for a long time, but he needs to fix the floor, what he can do now, and then go upstairs. Yes, if you're going to rush this, they're going to do that. Just what the Glazers always do. They rush, they get another manager, then we're back to square one again, rebuilding. And oh, Man United fans, we are so impatient. We have to give this guy time. Yes, Oli was a mistake. Everyone knew. If you ask anyone, what do you think about when Oli was high? Even me, I paused. Like the moment when I read the news that he was high, I paused. Yeah, but he's gone. Okay. If you're talking about the future, I think we really don't need, because we already have a set of players who have shown more than once that they can be world class if coached well. E.g. Fred, E.g. Okay, McTominay is a squad player. I can never rate him as a world class player because you can see he depends on the squad to perform well. But Fred has been outstanding when everybody was playing bad. So if Fred is coached well, I believe he can turn up to be a very amazing player. He's just not coached well. So what we need to do right now, I think Ragnick needs to work with this. I think he can find a way to work with them. That's
okay.
What I
Fair enough. Silvino, appreciate you calling, brother.
Thank you very much.
Take it easy. Big up to Silvino there for giving his say. Make sure to people smash a like on the video. And yeah, I'm just gonna keep the calls going. Chris, how are you, brother? You good?
Hey, Sahid. What's up, man?
What's up, man? What are you telling me? We're just talking about January transfers.
Yeah, man.
In January.
Yeah, I agree with the last guy. You know, we don't need new players coming in.
Okay. Why?
Yeah, I think what we need is the right players playing in the right position, getting in the squad. The right players, getting in the squad. We need Maguire to be out of the squad. Luke Shaw is already out. We need McTominay out. We need Bruno Fernandes and Rashford out of the squad. And I think these are players. These players that I've just named. I think these are the people that are the problems with the whole team, right? These are the people that makes everyone to look bad. I don't understand why people disrespect this guy, this Lindelof, right?
Yeah.
I think he's our best defender, best ball playing defender, right? I like Bailly. But I think Lindelof and this guy Varane, I think these are the two defenders we should be playing.
Okay.
And McTominay, McTominay is at best a squad player, right? I don't think McTominay should be starting for Man United. He won't start for Liverpool. He won't start for City. He won't start for Chelsea. I don't think he even starts for Leicester. Right.
Okay.
And Bruno Fernandes, we all know he's a fraud. This guy scores penalties and just spam crosses and this guy cannot complete a pass. So this guy, he should be out of the team. Rashford is overrated. I don't think Rashford should be playing.
So it's all about it's all about Ralph Ragnick. You saying then managing the team better, and then we could get the best.
Yeah, I was expecting Ralph to come in and make these changes, but we need to see how it goes. He hasn't have. I don't think he has had time with the squad. He has had enough time with the squad yet. So I just think that with time, these changes will fall in place. But what I don't understand is when he keeps getting input from McKenna. This guy failed with Mourinho, failed with Oli, and Ralph keeps going to McKenna to get input. What do you make of that side?
Who's that? Sorry.
What do you make of McKenna always giving Ralph inputs in his ears, during the games?
I don't know, man, but I hope sooner or later it will be the other guy, Chris Amas. Hopefully, will be given the what do you call it, the advice. Let's just hope that it's him now, because he's a new kind of assistant coach. So maybe it'll be him. But I just hope that this is a new way for Kieran McKenna to move out of the football club, and he has less say. But we'll have to see. Time will tell, Chris. Time will tell. But I appreciate you calling in, Chris, and we'll catch you soon, brother.
Hey, man. Thank you. Thank you very much for having me.
Love, bro. Love. My big up to Chris in the building. Big up to everybody who's tuning in. Make sure if you want to give a call-in show, link is in the pin chat if you want to call in. Make sure, guys, to have your camera on. That'll be better. Just kind of it makes the show flow a little bit better. If you have your camera on, please. Arrest, you are next, brother. What are you telling me? You good?
I'm good, bro. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad, man. Not too bad there. Who do you want to get in January?
I want Haidara, but I wouldn't mind us going for Kesse or Zakari, because for me, I rate all these three players. For me,
yep,
it's very crucial for us to get a CDM in January. For me, because Ralph Ragnick, he wants to play a 4-2-2 formation. I understand that, but for me, if you want to play a 4-2-2, you need a CDM, like someone like a Fabinho, because I rate Fabinho highly. He's very crucial for Liverpool. For me, CDM is crucial for January, but I'm unsure if the board will listen to what Ragnick wants, because for me they have to. If Ragnick says to the board, I want this, I want that, they have to listen to him. They have to. For me, they have to listen to him. But yeah.
So them two, Haidari you wanted then?
Yeah, Haidari, yeah.
All right then, brilliant. Appreciate you calling Arrest. Love for coming on, bro. Always.
Yeah, big up.
Big up, man. Big up to Arrest. Nice and easy. Knows what he wants. Big up to him. We have O'Neill Mattox. How you doing, brother?
Greetings, Saeed. How you doing, man?
How you doing? Who do you want in January?
All right. So in January, right, for me, I believe that we don't really need a CDM right now. And let me say why.
Okay.
I think I want to see Donny alongside
Donny
Fred in that 4-2-2 system, and also as it relates to and I want well Martial want to go, so I mean I would prefer Martial on the left with Ronaldo up front with Ronaldo, but he wants to go, so I don't know how we will do that. So I guess Cavani and Ronaldo would be ideal for that system. And I don't agree with the next caller that said that we should really get Bruno out of the team, because he has contributed so well for Man United. 79 goal contribution or somewhere about that in 100 game. I mean, you can't call that man a fraud, bro. You get me? I mean,
it's frustrating, but his impact is inevitable.
Yeah, he's not on form right now. I guess maybe because of the system that he's playing in, because we have to remember it's a new system also, right? So we have to just watch him work, innit? Because I mean, even as it relates to Fred has, I mean, I kind of have my doubts about Fred, but I've been watching Fred for the past couple of weeks, and I'm telling you, you know, it seems to have something going. I don't know what Ali wasn't doing right. Well, we know what he wasn't doing right. He wasn't coaching right. So, I mean, but, I mean, to be honest, in the side, I used to lick your hard, you know, man. Me is a Jamaican, right? So I can talk like Jamaican. Me used to, what a brother all about. Them always have got in pan, only got a freestyle and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Bro, let me tell you, man. When I started to watch and really observe, I'm telling you, man, my apologies, sir.
Nah, it's all right, man. It's all right. Don't worry, man. Everyone's seen the light at the end, man. But it is what it is. But O'Neill, big up for coming on, man. I appreciate you calling in, brother.
Blessings, bro.
Love, man. Love to O'Neill for calling in. Where you calling from, by the way?
Jamaica. Straight Jamaica.
Straight Jamaica. We love to see you, man. Big up to you, brother. Man. Love. Big up to O'Neill from Jamaica. O'Neill Mattox from Jamaica, man. Big up to him, bro. We have Mark Arthur. Are you going to say anything controversial today?
No. Hey, good to see you again, Saeed. I'm not going to say anything controversial.
Yeah, man. Last time you said Steven Gerrard as United manager.
No. I didn't say Steven Gerrard as the preferred United manager. I said he's a good manager. I never said, he's
all
the
right,
one
man.
I
My
want.
apologies.
Yeah.
Who do you want in January?
So let me first before I start, I love your hat. It has a Canadian maple. So
Yeah.
well done. Nice, great. Were
Appreciate
you born in
it.
Canada? Say,
Sorry?
were you born in Canada? It says born. in
No, but it's just it's quite popular making the UK. D squared.
Ah, interesting. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Yeah. So to answer your question, who do I want in January? I honestly, I don't know. Is my answer. My gut feeling is that this season is going to be a funny season with COVID. There are going to be games that are going to be cancelled. And there are going to be players from our club and the opposition who are going to be not available to play. I don't think we can make, like, if I was managing the club, I won't decide on anything. But considering the squad of United being very large, I think there are some players that I would let go if they want to go. Like, I don't see why Mata is really needed in our squad.
True.
Apart from he's got experience to coach young players, he's a World Cup winner, but I don't really see a point in having someone like that. Not that, I think he's a great player. He's done good work for us.
Yeah, absolutely.
And even like to make a profit, like I would even consider putting players like Martial, Lingard to see if I get a good offer. If someone wants big money, like I would let them go. Rashford and like the last game. So let me state, I've been controversial about Ragnick. Like I haven't been a fan, but I'll admit I've been very impressed with what he's done so far.
Absolutely.
He's managed to do something I thought he wouldn't be able to do. That's having clean sheets. So that's something he's done, and he's been speaking so sensibly. I've been very impressed, and I want him to do great things for our club. In terms of signings and the way we play, I think we need some more time as a team to. I thought against the Norwich game, the attacking players just didn't gel enough. Bruno Fernandes his passes were always not in sync with where the forward players were, and Rashford as well. There were moments in the game I thought, that's good, but they didn't just do it more. That Norwich backline didn't. They had the freedom to move forward whenever they want, and especially in the second half, they thought, hey, we can kill them. They haven't scored enough goals. They haven't scored any goal. But yeah, I think Ronaldo signing will, it felt like he pulled the team back, but I really think our season would be really bad without him. He's been scoring some big goals. Yeah, in terms of new players, I just don't know who we should sign, and I feel we shouldn't sign someone for the
it kind of gets the squad imbalanced, and it gives us a kind of a negative kind of spin on it. Okay, fair enough.
And what do you think about Pogba? I've been
if it's going to happen, it will happen in the summer. I don't think he will leave in January. I don't think so.
Okay. But are you confident that he would stay, or are you kind of certain that he's going?
No, never confident. I think he will leave, but it just depends on how it's materialized in Real Madrid. If they can, they can sort it out quickly, I think they will give him, because you have to think about his wages as well. So, but his contract does run out at the end of this summer. So, listen, if he wants to go, he can go, and we're not going to stop anyone who wants to go. So, we'll see. But Mark, I appreciate you calling in, brother, and I'll see you soon.
Yeah, stay safe, Said. Take care.
Stay safe. Yeah, you too as well, man. Big up to Mark Arthur there for calling in. Big up to everybody who's watching. Get the likes up if you can. Big up to you. And I get the callers in quickly as I can. Ryan Malik, you're next. What do you want to say, bro? Who do you want to get in January?
Hey, Said, how's it going, man? For me, I would say I don't really want anyone in January, not because we don't need anyone, just because I don't think there's that much value in the market right now in January. I mean, I think we can do someone like NDD or Rice, but I just don't think we can get them in January. But I just wanted to say, I mean, I know Ragnick's kind of coming and he's kind of doing his thing, but I want to say, like, when is it time we're going to give some credit to Mourinho? Honestly, I know it's I know he was a really controversial manager, but just kind of look at what he said about the team in the past and what's kind of happening now. Like,
in what sense you mean?
So let's just break it down. Starting from right back, he brought in Dalot, and he said that Dalot's going to be our right back for the next 10 years. And look who's out the team now is Wan-Bissaka. Dalot's back in our team. Lindelof, he brought him to the club, and Lindelof's been, I think, our best center back this season. And I even last season, I don't understand the hate towards him. Yes, he's weak in the air, but why are we saying we have to protect Maguire? Why can't we protect Lindelof? Because I remember when he was with Smalling, Lindelof and Smalling were like a really good pairing. Like when they were together, they didn't have the support behind them with McTominay and Fred, so they were great. So you got Lindelof, I would say. He brought Bailly to the club. It's Bailly. He wanted Maguire. We got Maguire.
Yeah.
What did he say about Luke Shaw? And Luke Shaw had a really good season last season, but can you hang your hat on Luke Shaw? You can't.
Yeah.
So
True.
McTominay brought him to the academy. Fred, I mean, you can say what you want. You might not like him, but he's playing for our team now. Fred brought him to the team. So Pogba, but he's about to go right now. And I agree with it. I think he should go just because I like Pogba. I really rate Pogba. But and you know what Ragnick said when he came in, right? He said, I would make Pogba train in Manchester. And if anyone remembers, a few years back, Pogba came in and Mourinho fell out with Pogba because Pogba, I think, had went to Miami on his first time he got injured. He went to Miami and then Mourinho got really upset about that. I think that's when their friction kind of started. So that, and then you got Martial. Look at Martial now. Like he's about to be off the club because can't hang your hat on him. So I think we got to give him some credit. And look, we got a right winger this summer. Mourinho's crying out for that. So I think, like we give all this stuff to Ali and this and that, but I think Mourinho is the main man that we got to give.
Wow, that's an interesting spin. I didn't expect that one. So I get where you're coming from. So you're saying categorically you don't want to sign in January.
I just don't think we can right now. I want to see some players in the summer come in that are like from, like I want to see more youth kind of come in. Like I know Ali kind of sold us that we're bringing youth in, but he only brought through Greenwood, honestly, if you really think about it. Because who else, like I think Garner, everyone really rates Garner apparently. So I would like to see him come back in the team, get like a little bit of a mix. Mata, let Mata go out, bring in Hannibal. Alanga, I think, is the next one up. I think if we take out Martial, I want to really see him in the team. I think I rate him. I think he's going to be a good player if we give him a chance. So, and I know we don't have that much time, so I'm just going to say one last thing. We got to stop this Rashford Bruno slander. Like is getting out of hand. It's getting out of hand.
You know what it is? I think it's just the fact that when you see other players that can maybe play better in their position, or it might be balanced to have better playing position. I think that's what happens, and I think hopefully, we hope so that Ralph Rangnick can come in and they play better as a result of coaching and quality coaching. That's the only way I can see it. But if the same things keep happening where, maybe they're getting a lot of favoritism or whatnot, or, McKenna's having a lot of ears in Ralph Rangnick's side, that's when the fans will get a bit of discontent. So let's hopefully we can see a kind of a change in attitude towards them. I think it's about changing attitude more than anything. Really.
Yeah. Exactly, because they're just used to playing like freestyle, as you say, freestyle, Ole Gunnar freestyle. So they're just used to playing like that. So Bruno's just used to he's not a disciplined player. That's not really his fault, I think. And Rashford, it's not his fault. And I think he's the only one on our team that can really make things happen. When Ronaldo scores a goal this season, I didn't count, but someone should count how many assists Bruno got for Ronaldo, because he's the only one who looks up and tries to make a pass for Ronaldo.
Yeah,
so one.
sure.
And Rashford, Rashford, he's out of form. I'd probably take him off the bench, but he's going to be important down the season. So we have to let him go, So Bruno, though, I think we got to stop. I think I would keep playing Bruno until he gets back in form. But Rashford, Greenwood's really good right now. I'd keep playing Greenwood, to be honest. So
all right, fair enough. Big up to you, Ryan. I appreciate you calling.
Yeah, thank you. Take care,
bro. Big up to you, bro. A super chat came here from Buju Babi. He says, "To hell with Mourinho." Wow. So he's saying the opposite of Ryan there. He's saying to hell with Mourinho. Big up to Buju Baba B. What a name. Abdul Hadi, what are you saying, brother? You good?
Yeah, I'm good, bro.
What are you telling me? Who should we get in January?
Yeah, I'm not really a Man U fan, but I have been watching Man U. And there are two players that no one has thought of, which I think you'd like. So the first one, he's from Lyon. He's called Bruno Guimaraes. I don't know if you've heard of him.
Guimaraes, yep. Heard of him, yep.
Yes, he's a very aggressive in he's also Brazilian. I know you like Fred. Fred is also Brazilian as well.
Yeah.
So I think him in the two with Fred will be very good. And the second one I thought of was Klosterman at Leipzig. Because
who's that? Klosterman?
Klosterman. He plays as a right back, centre back, left back. And I think if you have a player like that in your team, he's very, versatile, and he's also worked with Ralf Rangnick in the past. So I think those two signings they're also cheap. I mean, one is 24, one is 25. Also, they're quite young.
Yeah.
So I think those guys, you can keep them for like 3-4 years, and then you can sell them. Especially Gimares is 24. So I think Gimares, you can sell them for both of them for like maybe 50-60 million pounds if Ralph Rangnick uses them properly. And I think those two would be very underrated signings.
Yeah, fair enough. I appreciate that, man. Who do you
I
support, by the way?
Me, I support Arsenal. So
all right, then.
I wanted to suggest you take Cedric from us.
No. I don't know where he's been. Where's he been, by the way, for last year? Has he been injured?
Cedric, actually, I haven't seen him. I think he's on the bench most of the time, but us, we really need a lot of signings. So
yeah,
you guys are at least you guys are less, whatever.
Yeah, good luck tonight, man. You played tonight, aren't you? So good luck tonight.
Yeah, I hope we. I'm kind of like Lee. Lee also he's influenced him a bit. I also want us to lose a bit, but at the same time, I want us to win. So it's a bit tough. That's such a nice place.
Crazy. Abdul, big up to you for coming on, bro.
Big up, bro.
Love. Big up to you. Big up to everybody in the chat. Make sure you keep liking the video. We have Kevin. Big up to you, Kevin. What are you saying, brother? You good?
Yeah, I'm good, bro. You?
Yeah, not too bad. We're just talking about players to come in January. Who would be your kind of key signing to come in January?
I want a CDM because that's what we've been struggling with for a long time. We've been struggling with defensive issues in midfield.
Yeah.
Remember we were linked to Fabinho, and then went to Liverpool within an hour. This is the problem with United. We always struggle in the transfer window. We always struggle to get players quicker quicker than most clubs. We always lose the battle.
Yeah,
we've lost. We were gonna get, I think, Van Dijk once. I think, I'm not sure. We messed up. But yeah, then again, I think maybe we need to look for. I think Haidara might be a good candidate. I think. Yeah, I think Haidara might be all right, but we need a center back. I think because
Rudiger was mentioned today in the papers. Would you like Rudiger?
I was actually talking to my cousin today. I think Lindelof is going to be. It should be our backup. Well, not backup, but because he's having now some heart issues. Like apparently he had some breathing issues against Norwich. He had to go off.
Yeah.
I'm thinking Rudiger is going to ask for a lot of money, and that's my only concern because he's asking for how much at Chelsea? Do you know how much he's asking for?
I think he's asked for 200k. I think it's something like that. Or
yeah, that's still a lot of money, for me. I think we should get someone like Milan Skriniar at center back. Because in the summer, I think we can afford him. He seems like he'd be perfect for our backline. He next to Varane. Hopefully Varane is fit. He can stay healthy, and Maguire. I'm Maguire. I'm not that big of a fan. I mean, I have not been that much of a fan since last season. I've seen a lot of issues defensively with Maguire. Thinking maybe we should get someone like Milan Skriniar, like I said, or maybe even like we were gonna get Upamecano last summer, but then he went off to Bayern, and then now we got Varane. So I'm happy with Varane, but I still think we need one more center back because we are still having injuries. Because Bailly's not 100% fit all the time. Maguire's also been injured quite a few times. We're gonna have to struggle with Varane. We got to settle with Varane or Phil Jones now. I mean, I don't want to settle for Phil Jones. I think Phil Jones, we need to move him on. Teden Mengi, I think for me he's not ready. As much as I think he should be our center back in the future, I think he's not ready.
Okay, fair enough.
Because we've seen it against young boys already. The guys, the kids that we had, were not ready. They're not ready to compete with the first team. I think they're far off, but I think they'll get there. I'm thinking, so a center back and a CDM. I think Haidara would be all right if he has ambition to play for United, like what he said in his interview. Sure, I'll take Haidara, and maybe a center back. But I don't think Milan Skriniar will leave in January, so we'll have to settle with Maguire and Varane for a little bit longer.
Fair enough. Big up to Kevin. Thanks for calling.
Big up to you, bro.
Appreciate it, bro. We have Rahit. Rahit, how are you, brother? You good?
Pretty good, man. How about you?
Yeah, not too bad, man. Who would you like in January?
Oh yeah, as other people were mentioning, I think a new CDM would be good because we've struggled. Even last season, we have struggled a lot defensively in midfield, and like it makes sense how we ended up conceding a lot of goals even as of now, especially last season and this season as well. So we do need to that is one thing we have to work on. Like we have to stop conceding that many goals, because if you look at how Chelsea and City, Chelsea may not be performing that well quite lately, but those teams are defensively set up, Chelsea, City, and Liverpool. So yeah, that's one thing we have to work on. So we do need a new CDM, and Haidara from RB Leipzig would be good because he is very passionate to play for Man U. He said that during his interviews a couple of times, and he worked with Ranić before, I believe. So
yep, he did, yeah.
Yep, so that'd be good. And I don't with the center back, it's kind of hard because I know Bai is injury prone at times, but he is good on the ball, I believe. He is always physically fit, so I don't really think we should go for a new center back right now, but probably in the future we should. But in the January transfer window, I just think we just need a new CDM and we'll be fine.
Okay, fair enough. That's a fair comment. Appreciate you calling, Rahit, and thanks for coming on. Big up to you.
Thanks, dude. Have a good.
Big up, man. Big up to Rahit. We have John from Talking Bass. Is it?
Yes. Big up, Saeed, man.
How are you, man? Who do you think United should get in January?
I'm a Barcelona fan, but I think we should sell Frankie De Jong to you, for 100 million.
Wow. I don't think the rest of the Barca fans will be happy.
I know, but Xavi don't likes De Jong, but De Jong isn't performing at the level that Xavi wants him to. So I think we should get rid of him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's very interesting, man. That's very interesting. And just before you go, are you sad about the Aguero news?
Yeah, I'm sad about the Aguero news, but I still think Barcelona are gonna sign Cavani and Ferran Torres in January, and maybe try and sign Haaland in the summer, because we're getting 220 million in the summer from a bank.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, John, I appreciate you calling then. Thanks for that. Thanks for the thanks for the Luke De Jong as well. Frankie De Jong, sorry.
Frankie De Jong.
Yeah, Frankie De Jong. Thanks for the Frankie De Jong.
Luke De Jong is shit.
Sorry?
Luke De Jong, the striker, is shit.
Yeah. I don't know why he signed him, but that was another signing from it was crazy. The other manager who signed him is crazy. But I appreciate you calling, brother. We have Uyo Ufama.
Oh, Uyo Ufoma from Nigeria.
Yeah, man. How you doing, brother?
I'm good. Big up, Saeed, man.
Anytime.
It's been a long time coming.
Anytime, bro. Anytime. But what do you want to say? Who do you want to buy in January? What's your key sign in January to buy?
I think Frank De Jong and Kessia from AC Milan.
Okay. Why?
I think the midfield actually it's our major problem. The defense is not really the problem. We have 2 clean sheets from Ranić. I don't really see problem with the defense, but the midfield, I think the major problem is the midfield.
Absolutely. Do you think Frankie De Jong is can you get him in January, or would you think
No. It's not possible. It's till the summer. I think it's till the summer. We have to shit us our way with Maguire, McTominay and Fred.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, Oyo, appreciate you calling, man. Love for that, bro.
No problem, love, man.
Big up to you, Oyo, for that, bro. Hobby, what you saying, brother? You good?
Oh yeah, man. I'm good. How you doing?
Yeah, not too bad, man. Who do you want in January?
I would like I'd like Frankie De Jong. Everyone's saying he probably might not come or whatever, but I think we should try and get De Jong. I think we should also try and get Haaland. I don't know if that's
wow.
doable.
I don't think that's possible.
If Tony's leaving, we might need another striker, and I heard Ragnick, they're gonna give him £100 million. So if we sell Tony and maybe someone else leaves, I don't know who else would leave. Maybe let's try and get in a bidding war for Haaland. Like seriously, I don't see why not. But I am dreaming. But like that, who wouldn't want that? So I'd say we push for that. But the Haidara is interesting because he has a £33 million release clause, right? I think he has a release clause, something like that. So he's the most realistic target, of course, but and he would fit well into the system. But like, of course, we want first team players that aren't gonna mess about, you know. So that's why I'm saying like Haaland and Frankie de Jong, but those are kind of unrealistic. But Hadara would be nice. That Frank Kessie from AC Milan, he's very interesting as well. He's very interesting. I wouldn't mind him at United. I don't know if he could play that holding mid. I don't know if he could play that holding mid the way we want him to. I think he's more of a center mid. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of options. I mean, the budget's kind of big, so we'll see, man. We'll see. But Frankie de Jong would probably be my top target. If we can't get him in January, we got to push for it in the summer because we got to get him out of Barca, man. Like, he's playing in Europa League. He's too good for that. I don't care about the form. Bring him in, and we'll take care of that. So,
absolutely. Hobby, always as usual, bro. Big up to you, bro.
Yeah, of course, Saeed. I appreciate it. I just finished an exam, by the way, so that's why I was kind of late. I was
don't worry. Don't worry, man.
Man.
Good luck with the exam. Good luck.
Oh,
with the
yeah.
exam.
No, I appreciate it. I appreciate it, Saeed. Have a good one.
Love, man. Love. Big up to Hobby there for coming on. Big up to who's ever there. Icy. Who do you want in January? Oh, man.
Yo,
Go.
my guy. Big up Saeed, man. Big up Saeed, bro.
You telling me, bro?
I'm gonna say, yeah, what I needed January, I think, yeah, Frankie would be a good shout though. And that way, yeah, we could pair up with Donny because we're trying to fit in Donny into the team, yeah. And if we could get Frankie, it would be a perfect fit for Donny to just come in and slot in that midfield position. And then we could play Bruno and wherever want to play up front in the free. But I think Frankie is a good shout as well. Considering is the money they're talking about is like 40 to 50 million. Bro, that's a grab for the guy. I'm not going, and he's young as well. So I'll say Frankie for sure.
Okay, fair enough, man. Big up Icy, man. I appreciate the call in, man.
My G.
Oh, man. Love, bro. Love. Big up to you. Isco7.
Yo, what's up, bro?
You good?
Yeah, I'm good. And you?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. Who do you reckon we should get in January?
For me, I think that we shouldn't buy no one.
Okay. Why?
Because, in the midfield, if Pogba leaves, I think that we might buy someone, but I want Pogba to stay.
Yeah.
And in the midfield, I will play Donny, Bruno, and Pogba. And for me, in the defense, I'm sorry, but Maguire is not good enough.
Okay.
That's why I will play Varane and Bailey.
Okay, yeah, for me. That's the most balanced one. That's the most balanced one. Absolutely. Samsung, yeah, man, come in, bro. Come in, bro. Yeah, man. Okay, fair enough then. Big up to you for coming on.
Yeah, big up to you, Saeed.
Love, bro. Appreciate
Subscribe,
that. Appreciate it.
Like the video.
Come on, there you go. Listen to Isco7 says like the video. So like the video, people. Big up to Wavy J. Wavy J, what you saying, bro?
I'm good, and you, Saeed?
Yeah, not too bad, man. Not too bad. Are you agree with that guy? Do you think we should buy anyone or should keep the squad?
Oh, I think we should buy 2 midfielders. I'll go for. I think De Jong is a bit unrealistic, but I wouldn't mind. And I think we should definitely go for Declan Rice, because it's more about what he can offer to the team. Because he's a type of player that doesn't mind sitting in front of the back four. And that's the problem we have with McTominay and Fred. They want to go forward. They don't want to stay back. It's like they have this urge to score a goal in them, but we don't need that because we have Bruno, we have Ronaldo now, we have Sancho.
Okay.
And as well, I'll buy another centre back as well. Definitely.
Free. So you buy 3 then now?
Yep. Because I think Pogba's leaving. I would really love Pogba to stay, but I don't think he's gonna stay.
Yeah, no, I don't think so as well. I think it's a difficult one, but he's made his mind up for me. He's made his mind up.
But if he stays, where do you think he's gonna play though?
I think maybe in the 10 role, the 2 10s. So maybe
hey, that will be lovely, eh?
It depends who he plays with, though, but it has to be balanced. You know,
I think if he plays in a 10 with Rice and Donny behind him, I think that will work.
Yeah,
I think that will work.
Fair enough. We'll see. Time will tell. Wavy J,
yes.
Big up to you as always for coming on, bro.
Blessed, brother. Blessed.
Love, bro. Love, man. Big up to you. Kalabi, what you saying, brother?
Yo, Sai, what's up?
What's up, man? You good?
Yeah, good.
Yeah,
so everybody's saying by Frankie de Jong. I'm not agreeing with that because I don't think he have the physicality to play in the Premier League.
Okay.
I prefer to take like Premier League proven players like maybe Ndidi. Chilisman.
Okay.
Chilisman is like 1 year out of his contract, I think.
Who's that?
Chilisman. It's Talisman, you say? Talisman? Leicester player.
Oh, what's his name called?
Yuri Talisman. No?
Tillemans.
Yeah, Tillemans. Yeah. Same thing with Wavy J. Talisman don't mind sitting back or creating, so you can put him everywhere you want. It's like arrange him. Calvin Phillips or even Declan Rice. United is the biggest club in England with like money-wise, so they can get anyone they want. So you have to go for someone, either Declan Rice, Ndidi for like DN, Cherisman for like creating or box to box, and Calvin Phillips. So they just need to get them whenever they want, like January or summer.
Okay.
But we need
fair enough. Appreciate that. Thanks for the calling, man. I appreciate that, Calabi.
Yo, thanks, man.
Anytime, man. Anytime. Big up to JP next, and then we got Samson after that. JP, how are you doing, brother?
Not bad, man. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad, man. Who do you want in January? Who do you want for United in January?
Personally, I only think we should be getting whoever Ralph wants. I think we're in a precarious position where we've still got a lot at stake for the rest of the season. We've still got Champions League, and I think spending so much money on someone who is potentially maybe, like Ralph said before, if you're buying someone who's not really the right fit or exactly who he's had on his radar, because he's not been managing for a while, but he's obviously had his team that have been scouting players for a long time now. So Haidar is obviously someone that's been mentioned quite a lot. So unless I think he wants him, then absolutely. I think we've got to focus on getting people off the register and making sure that we get funds recycled for the summer. So at least the board have got the ability to say, well, we've got X pot of money. Let's go and actually focus on proper targets for next summer. But I think we do need someone, because I can't stand McTominay, man. I don't think he's United level player. I don't think actually Donny is actually someone that can support in that role next to Fred. I think it has to be Matic, Fred, but it's very difficult. I think it's going to be extremely difficult because I think Donny's more of a 10. I think he likes playing further forward. So if you're going to have him too far behind, it probably makes sense for Pogba to play next to Fred. But then you want your best players playing in their best position, and I'd rather Pogba playing that 10 than Donny playing that 10. So we're in a very precarious situation because we've still got a lot to play for. Because top 4 could mean Ronaldo, Pogba. It means that our whole roster for who we get come in. Because Varane came in with Champions League. If we were sitting in Europa this season, there's no way we'd have got him. Ronaldo wouldn't have come. It's just going to be. It's an interesting season, man, with what we've got ahead and what we've got left to play for.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? If you were to get one player and it would cost you 30 million, would you still get it or not? Like, say now Haidara.
I think if you're going to have to, if 30 million is seen as expendable money that to take, not to take, or it's going to go on with someone who's got more experience. So someone like an Ever Banega, someone who's actually used to playing in the trenches, someone who can play in Europe. Because remember, we don't need Premier League proven like players in the Champions League. You need people who are already playing in their respective leagues, and it's not as physical. So you can get away with getting someone a lot more experienced, like a Brozovic or an Ever Banega, or someone who's been in the trenches and actually has played in finals and high levels of football, right? So I'm more likely to spend 30 million on a 29-year-old player just to see out the rest of the season, and then with the likes of the Martial money coming in, with the Jesse money, with potentially Donny money, like that's potentially that's potentially over 100 mil that we're gonna look to get in, right? So
yeah,
I think you've got to spend it smart, and I'd rather spend 30 million on experienced players with someone who's even if they have to come on 45 minutes, last 20 minutes, that can prove vital in a game. Matic obviously, and it can obviously, it's almost like you can split that position, that CDM position between Matic and another experienced player who may not have the legs but has just got the football intelligence to basically to help navigate the games better, right?
Yep, that's fair enough. Absolutely.
Who would you see potentially coming in?
I think for me it'd be
if you're not saying Haidara, because I think Haidara is obviously, if you were to have a bit of a wild card, who would you say?
A wild card, I don't think that would happen because I think, like I said, there's too many to kind of what do you call it, take off the books, like you said, and I think for me, it's too much has been damaged, been done in terms of just giving out contracts and maybe getting off too many players in the same position. You know, so we'll see, and we'll
I completely agree. That's what I mean. Do you know, even with the likes of Bruno and players like that, man, I think, do you know, before we bought Bruno, there were a few journalists that said that Bruno, the reason why we didn't go for Bruno the first season we went for him, right? Because we got him the season after that, he was mentioned as being a target, right? One of the reasons that we didn't go for Bruno apparently was because he lost the ball a lot and his ball retention was seen as a concern. And I think at a time when Oli was potentially going and there was like loads of fan revolt, that that usual time there's like 1 or 2 parts of the season where Oli's job was in contention. They ended up doing it, just saying, listen, let's just get this guy, he's got the numbers, it will satisfy the fans. And eventually, after while he was still scoring, it wasn't lost on fans or a lot of the fan base that he's losing the ball a lot. And there's a lot of people that say that your high risk or your high octane players are the ones that lose the ball the most, like the De Bruyne's, like the Messi, they lose the ball a lot. But it's the rest of the game that they offer. And I don't know, man. What are you thinking on Bruno? Are you having him for next season?
I think with Bruno, I think the manager will decide. I'm not here to decide anymore. Honestly, because for me now, we've got a manager who's competent to decide. I think once we know that we have a manager who's competent to decide, it won't be the fans,
I think our coaching staff is probably the most important signing compared to the rest of the players.
Steven Amas,
I think even more people, more video analysts. I think other people who are going to be better for like fitness, making sure that we've got like, I don't know, sports psychologists as well, psychologists, sports scientists. I think these are the most important signings before anything, because that's what's going to stay. A player can come and go, but if these guys are here for a long term, right? I mean, these guys don't have jobs like football players. They don't move around as much.
No, they don't. No.
Do you know what I mean? So like these guys are going to have to be here for the long term. So I think these back end staff signings, though, they're all more important. Before Fergie, he was recycling people and just getting the teams. His back end staff changed a lot, but football's changed a lot since then. Now it's more about a system rather than individual players now. And I think you get your system enriched, you'll go a long way. And that's what Liverpool have done.
Yeah,
look at Liverpool, man. I see that starting 11 don't change at all.
No.
But that was the same as United. That was the same as United. The only people that used to really that you used to rotate between were the likes of your Darren Fletchers, your Nicky Butts, and your Owen Hargreaves. But other than that, man, everyone else used to say the same for majority of the season.
Yeah,
you never really would get. And I think we've moved on from that. Football doesn't play like that anymore because of the fact that, like, I mean, look at the way City have got their whole team sorted, man. Like, you don't even know who's in the back end, but no one really cares to do it because you don't need to criticize it, because whatever's working is working. We are criticizing all these intricacies in our football club because it's been a shambles for a long time now, especially, well, I would say ideally since Mourinho era. But yeah, man, it is what it is. I'm hoping
I appreciate your comments, and I appreciate your in-depth knowledge, man. I appreciate. Hopefully, you can come on next time as well, man. I appreciate that.
Absolutely, man. Take care.
JP, take it easy, man. Big up to JP. Good call there. I appreciate that. We're gonna get Samson in next, and then I'm gonna try and get the last 2 callers in after that. Samson, who's your two?
Big up, Saeed.
What are you telling me, bro? I feel all good.
Yeah, good. You?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. You said you agreed with someone, or you disagreed? Did you say with someone?
Yeah, I agree with the caller earlier. Ideally, I wouldn't bring anybody in unless they're available for a good price. And Ranier unearths the gem, which he probably can do, because I think right now the what we need is, well, for a start, we don't have a defined style of play. So I feel when we have conversations about transfers, inevitably we talk about we're attracted by the names, aren't we? Which is understandable. But what we need to actually find out, this is actually a case where I would say wait to the summer, which I don't normally agree to, but I would actually say that, because I think what Ralph needs to do is actually establish what the style of play is. And actually, I feel even if we bring in a quality player, he's surrounded by a player who is good on the ball and competent and can play quick passes and isn't slow on the ball. He won't be able to, all the players around him won't be able to play with him. So I think what we still need to clear out a lot of that dead wood before bringing in a player. I just feel we've tried this so many times where we spent so much money, we brought quality players in that haven't worked out, and
true.
I just think that we need to go back to basics first. And I know the caller mentioned De Jong. He would be a great signing to have, but I think he's more of a central attacking midfielder, if I'm not mistaken. And we've got quite a lot of those already. And I feel, if Donny can't start, what chances De Jong got? But I feel with us as a team, we're just not at that level yet. Where
I think we just need to kind of work out.
We need to sort out the coaching first before. It's nice to have all these conversations about transfers, but we just need to just not make the mistake of names first. We need to say, does this player fit what we need, the style we need to have, which I think needs to be, quick, one-touch passing, competent on the ball, plays it first time, he's agile, mobile on the ball. But I know we've been with Haidara, I've seen the clips of him. He looks decent. I suppose 30 million euros isn't a big outlay, but I would say if we do bring anyone in, I'd just stay clear of the marquee signings, really. I say low risk players with a high ceiling, high potential is probably what I'd go for, but being United, they'll probably go for the obvious signing. So if it's an obvious signing that's expensive, I would stay clear. But if it's a good value signing that's got high potential to grow, probably go for it because it's low risk for the club.
Absolutely. No, I get that. I totally get that, bro. And you know what? It's just we have to be very, very tread carefully, but we'll see. Time will tell.
Can I say as well before I go? Can I say the caller he said earlier about Mourinho? I actually think he made a great point as well. He's our most successful manager since Sir Alex Ferguson. I think his recruitment is probably the best. If you look at Pogba came in, Fred came in, Bayer came in, Zlatan played for us as well. And when you look at his record, it's 3 finals, 2-1. So I think the caller made a great point. I think because Mourinho, because of his character, overshadows some of what he did. But I think, I just thought I actually think he it's funny because Solskjaer has actually left us in the worst state. But Mourinho, it's just funny, when you think back, like all the problems we've got now.
A lot of people don't want to talk about it, but it's a good point.
Yeah.
Maybe Ole has put us in a bad state.
All I say, finally, it's funny though, because when you look at all the problems we've got now with the coaching, we sacked the wrong guys and left the wrong people in charge to work too long. So I think Van Gaal was actually good, was great for us, but we sacked him even after winning an FA Cup. I know it's not what we want, the major trophy we want to win, but he was the only guy, I think, since Alex with a different style of play. We were playing triangles. We were dominating possession, even against the big teams when we went to Anfield and won. And I think he was the guy we needed. So they've just been we just need to get back to where we were, I think, under Van Gaal in terms of the style, then bring in the players and then go from there, really. But you can't really, you need to, if you can't cook well, bringing in more ingredients isn't going to solve the problem. We need to cook first, start the play, and we move from there.
The chefs.
All right, thanks a lot.
But Samson, appreciate the work you do behind the scenes as well.
Yeah, no problem, man.
Appreciate it, bro. Love, bro. Big up to you. Slime, are you there?
Yo.
Give me quick two players you want to sign in January. Do you want to sign one player or just want to sign any at all?
All right, if I could 2 player, all right, I would sign a ball-winning midfielder.
Yeah,
that would be like someone like kind of hard to get that person in January, but I would say like Haidara is a good shout. That's one, because I know that the manager favors players like that, and also I would sign just 2 central midfielders, one ball winning midfielder, and like a playmaker type central midfielder, like a Barella, someone like that can play that number 8 role and he can pass like a Bernardo Silva player, right? Like I would sign just 2 central midfielders basically and just start out the midfield. So when the summer comes, we can like start working on the back 4, the strikers, etc. But for now, I would just start out the midfield and get rid of McTominay and Fred and just jelly in the 2 midfielders. So when the summer comes, we have that started out, and then we can look at the back and at the front. And also, in the summer, I will sell out the 2 keepers. We need to move on from De Gea and Henderson. We need a ball-playing goalkeeper like Ederson from City or Alisson from Liverpool. That's what's going on right now. We need that mode of keeper right now. So we need to bin the 2 keepers and move on and get someone that can dictate position from the back, because football is played from the back and the keeper makes 11 players. You must understand that. So we need that type of player at the back, and basically that's what I will do. So I'll probably get a keeper and 2 central midfielders in January, and whatever happens later, man.
All right, cool. Big up, Slime. Appreciate you calling in, bro. Love,
bro.
Love, bro. Big up to Slime in the building. There we have it, people. That's your calling show done. Big up to everybody who tuned in. Big up to everybody who came in the show. And yeah, man, hopefully we can get one next week. If not, the week after. We'll see where we go from there, people. But for now, people, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Hopefully we'll be back tomorrow for Bank Talk, 5 o'clock, people. Make sure you're there. Me and Steve will be in the studio for Bank Talk. So big up to everybody who's watching, and I'll see you tomorrow, 5 o'clock, Bank Talk. Big up, everybody. Love.